Good morning, everybody. Happy Wednesday. Wake up. Welcome to Wake Up Your Badass with Jake and Joy. I'm Jake from jakeandjoy.com, and I am just waiting for my amazing mama to hop on here with us. So last week we started the first part of a 5 or maybe 6 week series on online marketing and how to use online. How social media is just a small, we are going to start with social media as you saw last week. And today, hi! Look at her cute hair. She cut all her hair off.
And I'm in my new house. Oh, it's all echoey.
It is. It's cute though. Look, it's pretty.
There's nothing in here. Except my surfboard that I don't know how to use.
Yeah. The decorative surfboard. Awesome. So I was just saying how last week we started the first part of a maybe 5 or 6 week series on online marketing and how social media is just a small part of that. And
yeah. So can I just say something?
Yeah.
If you did your homework, please comment below. Yes, I did my homework. If you didn't do it, you can do a little sad emoji face and say, no, I did not do my homework, but I'm going to be better. Or please, teacher, don't spank me. Or please, teacher, do spank me.
Oh my God. You can go back and watch the video from last week if you want to figure out what the homework was from last week. You can do that. We did give you an assignment to have to get your social media platforms set up to be ready to post and use effectively for your business. Yep.
And if you stay tuned to the end of this video today, I will have a silly joke for you about social media. So
yes, spanking, yes. Awesome. Marjorie said spanking, yes.
And hey, if you're jumping on, let us know where you're jumping on from. Just say hi and give us a little shout out if you're in Canada or Georgia, or if you are in Georgia, I'm sorry, I hope you're bracing for the storm that's coming in. If you're in Florida, I hope you're bracing for it. We're all thinking about you, sending you lots of light and love. And let's just dive right into it. So Jake, last week you talked about how people should clean up their profile on all of their social media platforms. And that's really, really, really important. Even I know that as someone who is, a lot newer to social media than Jake, of course. But really cleaning up all of your platforms, what your profile says, but also going through your posts. And Jake's going to really tell you today about number one, if you haven't been posting, how to start posting and how to structure that. And if you have been posting, how to clean up this shit you probably shouldn't have been putting on your Facebook post or your Instagram or whatever. And then how to go forward. How might we move forward from here? So take it away, big.
Okay. So first things first, and we did talk about this a little bit last week. If you haven't cleaned up your profiles, you want to do that. There's 2 schools of thought as to whether or not you should have your company name or product name in your posts. We are believers that you should not. We like to have you create curiosity. So if you have posts that you have up that have your pictures of your product with the labels in them, talking about your company name, has your link to your website, our suggestion is that you go through and you remove those things. So when someone goes and they scroll through your timeline or they go through your photos, they don't see a bunch of those types of things popping up for them. They also recommend that you...
Let me say something about that. There are some people who say differently, and that's fine. If you don't believe that, that's fine. There are people who are successful who do actually talk about their products. So it's fine if that's what you want to do, but that's what we recommend. Also, I was going to say something else. I forgot. Okay.
You'll think of it. It's okay to go back and delete photos. It's okay to go back and delete posts that don't fit in with what your vision is for your business and for your profile now. So it's okay to do that. You're totally allowed to. It's your own platform. You are in charge. It's not a democracy. You can go do whatever the heck it is you want on your profile. So choose which school of thought you want to follow. This is just what we recommend. And I recommend you go through and clean up all that stuff. Get your website off of your...
I know what I was going to say. So also, if you notice that most of your friends or 50% of your friends or 25% of your friends on Facebook are from your company, from the company that you're involved with, and they're not in your downline or they're not really close friends of yours, you want to start getting rid of them, because Otherwise, your people are going to, the people that you want to attract, they're going to see these other people. They're going to go to their pages. They're going to figure out, you know, like, oh, this is all just this company, or they may, you know, just like start cleaning up friends that you have on. And sorry, if you're our friends on our personal page, we will be systematically going through and deleting those. So it's not that we don't love you. It's just that you already have your own tribe, and you can always chime in, and you can always have them follow you on your fan page, but just on your personal page, that's my recommendation. You agree, Jake? I learned that from you. So
yeah, yeah, definitely.
Actually, you learned that from me. I have been hammering that from day one.
Yeah, definitely. Because you only have a certain number of friends that you can have on your personal timeline, and so you want to reserve those for people who are in your team, who are prospects of yours that you're trying to recruit into as to be customers or team members. So you want to leave that space. Also, if you have a bunch of people in your parent company showing up in your news feed, you're only seeing that stuff. You're not seeing people whose posts, people who might need you. So my recommendation, what I do, and you don't have to do this, but what I do is I have my profile be public. And not everyone feels comfortable with that, but I do that so that when people in my parent company want to be friends with me, but I don't have room for them, they can still follow me and see everything that I'm doing. They just aren't actually on my friends list. That's a way to kind of find a middle ground.
Be nice. It's a way to be nice. Yeah.
Yep.
The other thing is, we'll tell you some other reasons to do that too as a social, this is going to be a multi-part week thing. We'll tell you some other reasons why you want to start getting rid of some of your friends as well.
Yeah.
So.
Cool. Okay, so now that your profile is cleaned up, and there's more info in the last week's video about more ways, that's just the cliff notes. So, if you didn't watch last week's video, go back and watch it and do the full homework of getting all your stuff cleaned up. Now you want to actually think about posting and what you're going to be posting. The other thing about cleaning up your stuff too is while clicking the share button on people's posts is nice, people want to hear from you. They want to know who you are. So if you want to reshare a video or reshare some kind of information, you share something about why this is impactful for you. Let your audience hear from you and how this impacted you. And yeah.
I used to make a big mistake of sharing stuff because I thought, oh, this is great. I can just share someone else's stuff. I don't have to come up with my own.
Yeah.
And I noticed that, and I always feel, it's always great when your stuff gets shared because now it's getting shared out there in the world. And so you want your stuff to get shared, but you don't want to be the person that's always sharing everybody else's stuff. Yesterday, somebody sent me a friend request and I went to their page and I could not find out anything about them specifically because everything about them was a share from somebody else. There was not one original organic post on her entire Facebook page that I could scroll through. And I was like, I don't even know who she is.
Right. Totally. Good point. Okay. So now we're talking about actually posting. And if you haven't been posting, if you haven't been posting at all, my recommendation, my mom has a different recommendation, but my recommendation is that you ease into it. So if you never post, if you post like a couple times a year or once a month, I suggest that you don't just start posting multiple times a day. I suggest that because I think that's a lot to take on for yourself to like now you go from not having to post at all to now having to post every single day. It's a lot to take on. It can be. And it's a lot for your audience. So like, what is she doing? Why is she posting all the time now? So I recommend that if you're not posting at all, start posting once or twice a week or 3 times a week or whatever feels comfortable for you. If you are posting a couple times a week, I recommend that you up it. So my recommendation is that you're posting at least once a day. That's sort of the minimum, and that you're being consistent about it. So that's sort of, if you are posting, if you need to up your number of posts per week, give us a 1 in the comments. Maybe tell us how many times a week you are posting and how many times a week you want to up your posting too, so that we can kind of hold you accountable. Also, if you are someone who's great at posting regularly and you feel you got a good handle on your social media, the next step is to start going live, doing Facebook Lives. And if that makes you freak out, if Facebook Live makes you freak out, give us a 2 in the comments. It's okay if it does. It freaks most people out. But video is king on Facebook. Facebook favors video. The algorithm likes video, so they're gonna put your video in front of more people than they will put a picture or a written post or a shared post or whatever. Did you have something you wanted to add?
Well, I just want to say that when we first started doing Facebook Lives, like I would just kind of do them randomly whenever, and that's fun and fine on your personal page. It's great. Like yesterday, I got my hair cut, and I did several posts of it. I did the pre, the during, and the after, and I got a lot of interaction on that. It was really fun. It seemed a little bit self-absorbed, but it was a big deal for me to cut all my hair off, and so that was kind of fun. But if you're posting for your business, you want to really be consistent about that. So like Jake and I always post on Wednesday mornings at 10 a.m. Pacific, always. And if we both can't be on, one of us is going to be on. And then our audience knows to expect that. And we let them know, we send out notifications. Now we also try to post on Mondays and Fridays. We're not as consistent with that. So how we might get more consistent is to actually put it on our calendar like an appointment. So if you want to, what? Go ahead.
I was gonna say, and what is good to notice about that for us is that we get much less engagement on the Monday and Friday videos because we aren't consistent than we do on this video because we are consistent. So it's very you can see the results immediately. You know, you can see what's working, what doesn't work. And so you can make adjustments pretty quickly.
Yeah, but just make sure that whatever you're going to do, you be consistent in it. You have a little bit of a plan, and we'll go into that. Live videos will be something that we'll train on down the road. So if you want to know how to do a good Facebook Live, there's actually a structure for it that we'll share with you.
Yeah, cool. Okay, so now you're like, hey, you're telling me to post. Well, what the heck am I supposed to be posting? We talked. I don't think we talked about really super basic branding last week. I don't think
we did. Yeah, we did. We talked about. You should go back and watch the video. What we talked about is like really identifying who you are. You know, like Jake. Jake is a pilot wife, champagne lover, fitness enthusiast, side hustle specialist, and cat lover, right? Yeah. Like everybody knows that about Jake, so they're gonna send her stuff. So does everybody know everything about you? You know, and if they don't, then that's where you want to start putting that into your profile, and that profile will spill over into the post that Jake's gonna tell you about now. So
go back and watch that video from last week to figure out how to know what categories to be posting in. And you want to make sure when you pick those 3 to 5 things that you're always posting within those categories. And you want to think of your social media platform as your storefront, and you want to be consistent for your audience. So my recommendation for, because you're like, well, how should I post my products or my company? When do I do that? So my recommendation, what I do and what I teach my team to do is if you're posting every day, so this is only for posting every day, right? If you're posting every day of the week, my recommendation is that you go live once per week. That can be on, it could be a picture, it could be on something random. Like the other day I did a live video on my husband. He brought home these slabs of granite. I went live on that. So letting people see me and know my life and feel like they're part of my life. Then I also recommend that my team post once a week. They do a product feature. So that doesn't mean that you put up the labels of your stuff or you talk about your link to your website or whatever. It's you share something about your product that has to do with either your story or someone's story without putting the name of the product or showing the product or whatever it is. That's my recommendation. So you show that you tell a compelling story about how whatever your product is solved a problem that you had or your friend had or whoever story it is. And then they have to reach out to you to know more about it. That's my recommendation. So once a week doing that. And then once every 2 to 3 weeks.
And you could tie it into a personal story too. So it could be like my hair is amazing because one of the products that our company carries. And it wasn't always that way. So that might be a product story that I incorporated into my live video that I did on my personal page without mentioning the name of my product.
Right. We tend to forget how powerful our stories are. And we also tend to think, oh, I've shared my story before on here, so everyone already knows my story. And that's just not true. So you cannot overshare your story. That's just the reality. So in every post, whether it's something silly or not, like the more that you can share your story about who you are, the more your audience is going to connect with you, the more that know, like, and trust is going to grow, and the more you're going to have an audience of people who want whatever it is you're doing to be part of what you're doing. So, always be sharing your story. And then the final thing that I recommend my team to do is every 2 to 3 weeks to post a hard join my team post. Like, we're hiring, This is who we're looking for. This is what we do. You know, that kind of thing. You know, if that makes you nervous, do it once a month. You know, kind of like do what feels right to you. And that kind of going to give you a good balance of letting people really know who you are, also, but also letting them see that you're doing something. You have some kind of a business that you're working, and so they're gonna enough to like have them get curious, but not so much that they're like, God, did she talk about anything else, right? So that's all that I have in terms of like what to be posting and when to be posting on your own personal page. We do have, if you're not in our parent company and you want to have access to this, we have a worksheet that actually lays out some different ideas for what to be posting, right? So if you want to have access to that, let us know and actually drop us
if they send us a private message, then you can email it to them. Right. That would be the best thing.
Yes.
If you private message, you'll also get to be in our email distribution list, which we send out some fun things and notifications and stuff like that. Yeah. And you can always unsubscribe if you don't like it.
Yeah. So drop your email to us in a private message, and we will send out that little posting sheet. It's like a spreadsheet on what to be posting when. That's really a powerful tool. So.
Well, the other thing is that if you want to learn some of these techniques in like a course-like way, you know, when Jake first started doing social media, she did Jessica Higdon's course. She did, I mean, we've done so many courses. We've done so many courses through Eric Worre and GoPro, and we've spent thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars on coaching. But we have found a really simple program that's under $100 that is a great social media course. Depends on how fast you want to go through it. It took me about 3 days to go through it. But did you post that link?
In the link,
so if you want to,
in the description of this video, there's a link to that.
Yeah, and there's a discounted price. Once you click on it, you'll have like a limited time. They're a marketing company that sells it. It's not our company, but it is we have found it to be really, really, really super helpful, especially even for me, someone who doesn't do that. And one thing I want to add about posting is that when I first started posting, I never remembered to post. So I started using an automatic poster, and that was great. It got me into the habit of doing it. I used a program, and there's lots of them out there, Cinch, Share, Ripple, et cetera, et cetera. If you want to know more, just drop us a message. But what I found was that was back when Facebook was favoring you posting several times a day. Now Facebook is not favoring that. And what they like to see is they like to see you get engagement on your posts. So if you're someone new and you're not going to remember to post, use a scheduler. And once you get good at that, start to notice when you're getting engagement and when you're not. And when you're not getting engagement, it's time to post something new. But like right now, I have so much engagement happening on my personal posts that I can't keep up with it. So I don't want to post something new because then I just like creating basically a shitstorm. So don't want to do that.
Yeah.
Okay. That's all I got for that. But I have a joke. It's kind of a joke. So like, it's kind of confusing all the different platforms that we have, right, on social media. There is Instagram, and Instagram is basically my life's a party, right? That's what Instagram is. Then there's Snapchat, and I don't know anything about Snapchat, but what I read is that Snapchat is my life is a quirky TV show. And then I was reading about Facebook, and it said about Facebook, my life is perfect. And everything about my life is awesome. And then Twitter is, the world sucks and we're all going to die. So look to see which platform really appeals to you the most. Maybe I should be using Snapchat. I'm kind of a quirky person, so maybe I should be on that one. But I thought that was pretty funny.
I like that.
We're Jake and Joy from JakeandJoy.com. Check us out. Join our tribe. You want to subscribe to our newsletters, our emails, you just want to be in our life because we are super fun. And we're fun to be around, and we just want to get to know you. So we also have lots of things that we bring to you every week. So just stay tuned. And if you're not signed up for notifications, make sure you are. Anything else, babe?
That's it.
All right. Bye.
Bye. See you next week.